Hey everyone, I'm actually back the day I said I'd be back this time, instead of coming back a week later. Anyway, I'm gonna be playing more Vampire. Hopefully this time there will be more action and less talking. Like 90% of last game was talking, so we'll see. Still Act 1. Also, I changed my mic settings a bit again. I noticed the gain was up a little too much, so I sounded kind of iffy. I turned it down a little bit. I don't know how much that affects how well you can hear me. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'll check out the stream afterwards and adjust accordingly. Okay, let's see. Where were we at? Pretty much just introduced ourselves. Oh, are you waiting for me?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry. There's nothing here.
some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
Okay,
I may have a solution. In France, during
it'll
the
be
war,
okay.
drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay, we actually had a side mission that sort of relates to the morgue. What's her face? Her. Thelma Howcroft had someone spying on her, and she said it was somewhere near the Guardian outside the morgue or something like that. That we finished. Reach the pharmacy. These two are bickering and shit. Still haven't found who these people. Anyway. I'm gonna try to stick with strictly the story. What is... Nothing. Oh, actually loading into it. Old mold. Great. Fancy words. Sodium hypochlorite. Okay, so there's people in here. Oh, it's actually pointing. Oh, yeah, that's upstairs. I think downstairs. So there's nothing on this ground. That sounds like a skull, I think is what they called him. Like the feral.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I go in here.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, great. That's where I want to go. Why'd you take that out? Oh. Okay, right there. Ow. Need to relearn the fighting mechanics. Oh, I got more of that. Shotgun shell. Cigarette case. Is it for up here? Oh. Yeah. 2 shillings. Huge pile of money. 2 shillings.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
What's on the 3rd floor? Watery rich blood sample. Okay, good to know. Oh god.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Get shit on, kid. More shotguns. Oh, maybe I can get them from Milton. I think that's the guy. There we go. Those guys are hard to bite. I'm starting to see the advantage of just biting normal people. I don't really want to do. If I can help myself anyway. They just left bodies here?
It's locked, all right.
This is an investigation. Ooh. It is an investigation. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's for these. Where is that? It I think right on top of me.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Clearly, seeing as he's dead.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Yikes. What the fuck, Tippets? Ooh, good. All I had so far was the steak. Oh, and that just immediately... Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna put this away. switch those. Oh god. God, he was swinging at me. Oh shit, why don't I have my thing equipped? Where's my... Where's my offhand? Okay. This is just where I was? Yeah. Else in here? What was this room he was trying to get? Can I get in? That's okay. I think I'll live. Oh, John Doe. Okay. Alright, John Doe. I'm hurting real bad. Holy shit, John Doe kicked my ass. Not strong enough to remember that blood of citizens is the fastest way. I know it is. I know I don't want to kill people though. How far back does that put me? Like, I can't just kill off everyone in the hospital, and plus I don't think I'm strong enough to actually mesmerize them yet. Oh, actually just came back. Did it save me? It did. Cool. And it looks like it saved my side quest progress. So I can pretty much just head straight to John Doe. Whoops. Confused as to how I'm supposed to. I can get up behind this guy and stun him. Nope, he saw that. Okay, so John Doe is right in there. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to get more blood. Oh my god.
These scowls can be so ferocious.
Whoa.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
It really is.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
I need to get some blood. I think a hospital would have way more blood. Do I have enough for tea? I'm not gonna make that. Ooh. Generate 60 blood points instantly. Okay. Automatic formula. Ooh. I'm gonna make sure I actually have enough to finish the quest before I make any fatigue stuff. I desperately. Oh god. And I. Yes, okay. I'm confused as to how I drink blood of, like, skulls and stuff like that. The only way seems to be sneaking up behind them. The offhand thing that I'm holding, I thought it was just pretty much automatic drinking blood, but I guess not. Where's Clay Cox? Let me find that guy. He was a bit of an asshole. I don't think anyone will really miss him too much. Okay, Clay Cox. How good is Clay Cox? 350. Not great. It could cure him though. They're just random civilians I can find. Oh, this is just back in the hospital. Alright, well I need to talk to Brannigan and who's in here? Small bottle. Where's she hangs outside a lot. Oh, I actually needed to craft the thing. Whoops. Right now. I steal your stuff. Right here. Right. Key. Doors. Which patient? I don't remember if they said or not. Okay, it's for Mortimer.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
So
And you have
intense.
my gratitude for that.
God, I love that. Did we do it? Recovering.
I have to go now,
Doesn't
sir.
seem good, but I need to
But
talk to
don't hesitate to
Tippets and
contact me
Brannigan.
if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Where are you? Or ooh, unknown. Ooh, there's a guy there. How do we get to you? The fuck is this?
It's locked.
What was that?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I'm sorry you ended up on a plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry.
It's
about
locked,
this
all right.
situation.
Wanna-
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
wanna get inside.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, let's look for any questionable. Just any people, really. Okay, well, there's Tippets. I can talk to him.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Well,
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
okay, so now Brannigan. But these people. This guy. And like. Harvey. Known. There she is.
We are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did.
I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I mean, honestly, he made one mistake. Not like super on for doctors.
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett's.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett's is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett's must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Hint failed.
Goodbye, nurse.
Ooh.
Call me if you need assistance.
It's safer here than anywhere else.
Didn't know I could fail a hint. That clay. Can I craft stuff from here? Does it have to be? Like it has to be crafting. Those are more. I don't know, available? The fuck is this? Can I talk to the people in bed yet? Keep almost using.
A giant mold disguised as a hospital.
G in there. I can't get. Okay. Might as well. Crafting table. Egg. Right, I mean that. Like to get some. How do I raise my mesmerize? I think that I'm gonna cure this guy just to kill him immediately after.
Is Pembroke still standing after this epidemic?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
You're a dick. Gonna hurt,
Consider yourself
heal you,
lucky
and then hurt
that
you.
I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Can't do it back. Alright, let's go find a nice little alley somewhere. Oh, hello, sir. How are you? Was this line leading me to a place I can actually kill? That's pretty cool.
I killed, extorted, stole. Now I'll die. Fuck it. I'll live the way I wanted.
The district will soon suffer the consequences of your actions. I mean, he wasn't a good guy. I don't feel too horrible at that. Ooh, who is this, though? Random guy that just walked past me.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke
Really hope it
Hospital.
wasn't Clay.
Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself
Hey,
were
Oswald.
both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so is that a new investigation? No, where? Whoops. So I assume this is going to be Oswald. This is the doctor that I haven't seen. recovering. Should I have let him? Whoops. You don't want to go that way.
And I thought last summer.
Alright. Do I have any other... This one. Find out who's...
Daily routine.
That way. And I might as well clear out the side quests before I can do a little bit of a complete. Little bit. I'll find out who's popular. Boberg? This. Automatically fire. Are you opposed to it?
Sir, step away! It's one of them!
Okay. Bit of an overreaction, don't you think? You did it to yourself there, guy.
Over there!
I mean, I didn't want to do. Curious as to how they know I'm a player. Also, I can't get the fighting down. No clue how to. Also, level 10, level 12, that's Executioner who's blood.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Okay. I'm just gonna check real. Control. Offhand. Oh, that does me cutting them gives me some blood. 3 blood absorption. Good. Equip steak as well. Ooh. Okay, he's using like crossbow. Pretty up close though. Not great. All over. Dead inside. Dead open inside. Dazzle ball. HG Griffin. This is pretty high level territory. Arms. You know what? I think for the first time, why is that empty? Do I just like auto aim on these people? Nope. Ooh. Okay, so HG Griffin is a boss. So I'm probably gonna die here. Ooh, I'm hurting bad. Oops. You know what? I think best case scenario is just run away. Can I run away? Is running away allowed? Ooh, that's not where I want to go. Fuck. Alright, I had about 1800. How much did I lose? I could unlock that, like, shadow walk thing that makes me visible. Hopefully sneak. Or I could just do this later once I'm higher level. Alright, I'm still at the same amount of XP. You know what? Wait, is that chest the thing I want? The glowing chest over. I can't search it in combat. Dead immediately. Okay, I think I'm just gonna come back here later. You'll find there's very little vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. I think I'll come back here later once. It's like it's just not working. I want to find out who's spying on Thelma, though. Though they aren't really giving me markers where to go or anything like that. 1895, so I have 5 more experience apparently. Alright, let's say through that for now. Okay, these guys are back. You get across this bridge, so.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! He's dead!
Didn't realize I stole my gun. Switch off of it. There.
Go back home, idiot!
Called me an idiot.
Did you hear me? Look lively!
Ooh, a lot of people here now. You know what? Nope, didn't want to go that way. Please unlock. Wow. Guys, help! I'm being shot at by a bunch of crazy people. Welp. Okay, so they do eventually just... Not ready for large group. Oh, there's actually a marker. Second there. You know it would be going 99 that way and up. All right. That's new. I haven't seen that before. Up. If I go up, get around. Anyone around here though? Ooh, no. Inside.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Ooh, this guy is resistant to... You know what?
Don't like burning, does it?
Okay. You know what? Fuck you. I'm in a little bit of pain. Three days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in... Way up their first name, Elma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leak. From the guard of Priwin? Command post. Find the local command. Okay, holy shit. The whole thing. Before I do that, I think I'm gonna sleep. Clearly I need to level up. Oh, you're actually out.
Tomorrow, more about...
Finally. I was like,
Good evening.
behind that locked
I'm
door.
Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an
I'm
undertaker.
very
down
tempted to
by the
kill
docks.
just everyone here.
A dangerous place.
Just to level up
many
a
an
ton.
unpleasant business there.
I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. I
Milton
just don't know how
Hooks
to
helped me
raise
get a
my
job here.
mesmerize. It's 4? Damn.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh yeah, she's real happy.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Okay, yeah, let's see what he has.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Okay. So this guy has stuff to make medicine.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
I think I've met everyone but, yeah, this guy. His name. Right, I should probably... Ooh, that glow? Yeah, it was. Do I have anything new to tell Selma now?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense, now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
What level are you? You're 2. Thomas is 1. That, not gonna lie, mildly tempting. He's 6. You, I don't even know who you are. I don't think I can find out who you are. Pippa, Rakesh. You're a dick. Also not great. Mortimer. Where is fucked up? So all of these guys are pretty much safe. Until I level up my mesmerize. I don't know what to do. Ooh, see this already? Okay. Oh, he's not looking too good. I really need to level up some stuff. Getting my ass kicked. Yeah, this seems pretty useful to sneak by people. Stamina's becoming a bit of a problem. This is 300. Level up. Just to match it with my health. Do 20 damage though. This is 500, so I could get these two. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is really good damage. And this is good just for sneaking. Would like one. Sheet. Cheapest is. I think, yeah. I'm happy with that. Still healthy. We're still healthy. He's better. You are. I haven't met any of these. Ton of people. I don't even know where this is. I have everything on you. I have everything on you. Man, how do I get my mesmerized? Ooh. Worthy is apparently important in this location. Interesting. Still healthy. Alright, let's go talk to Swansea. Progress the main story a bit.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Since I'm a little too low level for another thing.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I mean, I do like this guy's positivity about this. It does kind of help the situation.
It may seem strange, but your words have
It
brought
is
me some comfort
a
here.
little unsettling
Forgive
that hunters
me. I've
automatically
been
know
an
I'm a
admirer of your
vampire.
work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
It's true.
Very well.
I kind
I
of owe
have a
him.
task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright, for now I'm gonna untrack. Wrong target. Talk to the hospital benefactor.
I wish I could be sick again.
Is she inside or outside? It's 10. Hello, you were not here earlier.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night.
Good save.
Before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
They're gonna bang.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
I know this guy's still just
Swansea
on the
has
bed
explained.
next to him.
My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
I'll believe
the
you.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
What are your expectations? Please.
Yeah, I'd rather not screw this up.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Ooh. I'm gonna assume it's not true for your sake. But that's pretty suspicious. I'll assume you're being set up.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life,
Harriet Jones.
as others know, is in your hands.
Do I know a
Dr.
Harriet
Reed.
Jones?
I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Harriet. Harriet. The hell is Harriet?
Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Oh, is this the chick I couldn't see earlier? Yeah.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern.
You're an asshole.
Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor
Yikes.
sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle.
It's been a while since I've heard someone say cunt
God's
in a video
honest
game.
truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to
She's
death before getting you
a
a blanket.
vile old woman. I'm so tempted to kill her.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone
I won't.
else. Beware, Miss Jones,
Ashbury
in
didn't
case
want me to,
suspicion
so
should
I
fall
won't.
on you.
But man,
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof,
I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something
I mean,
to go
there's
on.
Pippa and
See you
Milton.
on the next round.
Is this your stuff? Because I'm stealing it. Ooh, you're free. Fortunately.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Wasted too much energy for so little result.
Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do I have anything new for you?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth.
I don't believe
about
she
the
deserves
mysterious
help.
man.
She's kind
That
of a
old
cunt.
witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Damn it.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says
This
I don't
is
care for
this is
her?
Jonathan talking,
Hate
not me.
is what keeps that old crone alive.
Is that all I can ask you?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Yeah, okay. Dorothy hangs out in...
I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
Thank you, Strickland. I appreciate it. Dorothy hangs out in this... Here.
This hospital
Shenanigans.
seems to be
Here.
I will not let you down, my boy.
but in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit.
Where's Crane?
Daily routine.
Pippa. That was Brannigan. All the way over here.
We've dodged death so many times.
Ooh.
Oswald, you can't just die like this.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Right, Crane, what the fuck are you doing? He was labeled a mobster. Oh, do you want? I'll follow him. Crane. What the fuck? Least favorite part so far is these screens. Poplar suit. Retrieve the thug. I'm gonna kill him. Oswald. That's the guy I'm looking for, isn't it?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oops. Skull level 8, level 6. Into take out. Guns are kind of poop. Skull again? Also resistant. God, I had the claws if I'm being on it. That's pretty useful. Someone's very clearly struggling. Like Oswald. Way maybe. Where? Down here?
Don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Beefy.
Can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You're Oswald, right?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you.
Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Guess that's all I got. Can't do a medical checkup. Can't mesmerize. I can mesmerize. Won't. Was there any benefit rescuing? Does district stability go up or something like that? That'd be pretty. Well, let me just. He has a headache. He's not really worth 350 is worth it. It's locked? No, that's open too. Let's just leave it aside. Man, it's so brutal every time. Sewer beast? Oh my god.
What sort of creature is this?
Oh my god, he has a lot of health. Jesus. Fortunately, this guy's resistant to fuck me, that's tough. He's only level 9 too. He's like one level above me. Resistant to one-handed weapons. And guns don't do anything to him. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do there. Blood in one hand. Distances. Okay, well, I'm here. Useless. Okay. Really, I need more. I don't have any. That'd be great for claws. Oh, if I could stun this guy and get the blood out. Nope.
What sort of creature is this?
There we go. Shit. Fuck me. Fuck. You resisted it, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. This is fucking hard. He's resistant to everything I have, so like what am I supposed to do here? Pretty much blood and one-handed weapons. All I have on me except a gun, but that doesn't do any damage to me. Dodging isn't great. Let me think about this. This is rough. We try. Carrying. Problem is that gets rid of my blood. I don't know how else to get more blood. Stop doing that.
What
Just
sort
lock
of
onto him.
creature is this?
Oh, that automatically sticks. Fuck. Oh my god, come on. What the fuck? I dodged. Return the favor a bit. Okay, that was significantly easier with this thing. This thing is amazing. Look at. Alright, where's his corpse?
Here's what's left of him.
That was fast.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you're sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Find Darius Petrescu's house and present his coupon. Dorothy, I have mixed feeling about this. Because she's helping people, but she's taking supplies from the hospital to help people.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this bludgeon where I have. It's amazing. Also, I need to up stamina like crazy, because that fight showed me how useful it is. Ooh, achievement. Pest control. Eat 10 rats. Great. Feel so accomplished. Why did you change? What the hell? Why would you change onto the guy you can't see? Why would you lock onto the person that's behind a wall? I need to find a perk that's like turn blood into health. That'd be super useful. We're going to Whitechapel. Alright, before I do that... Oh, where's the... dude who wanted me to find Oswald? Hey. We'll go back home. That's depressing.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
How do I get to Whitechapel? Is there a bridge I can get across? Yeah. Here. Strict status serious. Oh my god. Concerning the recruitment of the boys in Whitechapel, I found one, Albie. As stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me market and delivered quickly enough. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy. Boss, get his orders. So should I be here? I feel like I shouldn't be. This is where it wants me to go. Looks like that way's. You're 11. You're dead.
Closed. No civilians allowed, sir. Hey, I'm talking to you. Burn it, boys!
I missed.
He's mine! I'll take it!
Oof. Whoops. Keep getting those mixed up. Oh, I found a hideout. Perfect. This just the chest? This... Yeah. Can I upgrade that? That thing's awesome. Can't. Common part in a used barbed cudgel. This thing's awesome. I actually almost have enough to make it level 3.
can't believe I'm doing this.
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every year. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. There's safer places to be than here. Hey! Don't come no closer! It's closed. It's one of them!
Go that way, though.
Die, bloody! It's too fucking fast! You're mine, vermin! Yeah!
Can go through there. I think is where I'm supposed to.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Apparently just found a hideout, and it is. This? Guess it's this.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop! Now, Albert, stop it!
I
The wet boots will be proud of me.
You Albert?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
I will see you later. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
He's okay.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey! I didn't do anything, it ain't me!
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here.
Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me?
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
The Wet Boots will be proud of me.
You black bloody heart, boy.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few
maybe there'll be
questions
some
if you promise me
talking
to
in this
set your
game.
gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor.
I didn't really expect to find a new
No one can
district
help
with
me.
a
Not
bunch of
even
new
you.
people.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see.
Shot your son.
Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Acid.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Needs migraine. He needs fatigue. Everyone in this place is sick. Where's your stick? Crane.
In the streets, not me.
The hideout around. Okay.
Me?
It's all a bloody joke to you, isn't it? Stealing drugs from
Got
the
it.
sick and suffering.
Oh, you're dead. Got it. I thought this was a hideout. I hope it is. I'd like to craft the headache and then, or migraine and fatigue medicine. I'm kind of hungry. Kind of confused. This place had a load. I think that just makes this super inconvenient. Wow, so I have more than enough. Eek. Yeah. Probably gonna give this to Al and then kill him. Yeah, this is annoying. Having to load in every time just for one hideout. Albert, got something for you. For you.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
You're dying.
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine, thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
Rude. Alright, I can't do anything.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Hope he'd take out. Probably see.
Bloody joke to you, innit? Stealing drugs from the sick and suffering.
Me? I'll not die.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
I don't know if I want to kill him. He has aspirations.
Bloody hell, boy.
Down here.
I have this thirst for blood.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the
I don't approve of her selling that stuff. Is it called snake oil or something?
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Ooh, he has itis. Poor guy. Oh, where did he...
strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
She always looks disgusted.
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You...
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Man, he's really throwing his name around.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance.
I'm tempted to go to the worst district and just kill everyone. Get a ton of XP.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
This.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Awkward.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap?
Alright, Peterson isn't looking too good, if I'm being honest.
This part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Okay. Personal questions? Nothing. Okay. Can't really do anything. I already know what worth is. Trading doesn't really seem to be cool.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Ooh, this. I think that's what I need. Really hope that's what I need.
I know it's hard to believe,
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town?
Not at
Name's
all.
Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Appreciate it.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Sure, public health.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
That was pretty good.
What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay. That's something new for this guy.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed.
This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Always been wretched. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about
my one
Mr.
complaint,
Peterson? Besides
I guess second complaint because I complained about the loading screens earlier. Second complaint,
decent boxer, good one
so
even.
much
But after his
talking.
wife passed away,
And there's
found
no
every
button to
excuse to
skip
stop
through
training,
any of
just
it, so
wanted
I
to
just have
pick
to
fights with everyone.
sit, listen.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after
Like
the
if I
loss
want to
of a
learn
loved
stuff, I have to talk
But crime
to
is
literally
certainly not the
everyone
best option.
and
We've
exhaust
all had some rough
every
times, ain't we?
option.
But most of us don't use our fists to
And
see
that
us
just
through.
had hours gameplay.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
Like I do
am
want
Dr.
to learn
Jonathan
everything
Reed,
about the game.
and I just have a
I'd like
few
to learn hints and get side missions and stuff like that.
You are much more lost
But
than
man,
I thought,
it
my
is
son.
exhausting.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am.
Like I feel like
But the answers I
I'm
seek
moving
are
through
based
this
on
game at a
facts,
snail's
not
pace because I have to talk to
superstition.
every single person.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
That's kind of messed up.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger.
Honestly, I'm in the
That's
same
your
boat.
decision. But what about your
pretty
clients?
poor. I'd like
If you're contaminated, you will put them
300 shillings,
And
maybe?
you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I will see you later. Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, right.
I know what you're thinking. A tall
Nope.
stranger.
She's
who meets a
mute.
girl
You know
on the
that.
street
You were
at
told
night.
that.
It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Alright, find the mailbox. I'm so sorry you have not heard from me. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when my children are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also war going on here in England. War against poverty and against injustice. As Batman. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. So I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I'll see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You're up now and you have children of your own. Know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now to feel useful. Time I wish you a happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me and remember that your father loves you all the way from the old damn country. I am as ever your loving father, Darius Rescue.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Okay. Can't go any further that way.
Blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily routine.
I get back here. Yes. Fight this guy. I'm pretty lucky that no one's seen me do that yet. And Richard. Was this kid?
Morbidity can breathe its own beauty and grace.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town.
Okay.
My words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist?
No, he's a poet.
I'm a poet, sir.
Know that.
Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger?
Did he not see those vampires
but
back
this is
there?
where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Fair enough, I'm there.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic,
I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
That's kind of messed up. Oh, the picture.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective.
They're a douchebag.
I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Guess that's fair. No.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
At least he accepts it.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know.
I'm well aware.
She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Weird.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But
like how you can see her just pacing in the background
of Whitechapel if she moves uptown.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel.
All right,
sounds
guy.
Very mysterious. But sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
I can ask
Darius is a bit
Camilla.
less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Not entirely sure what it's loading right now.
Hello again.
Okay, I think I just stumbled into a different area.
Tell me about Richard Nither.
I hope it's just ...
I understand.
That would be kind of funny.
He's quite fond of you, Camellia.
That's great.
Very well. Goodbye then.
That's pretty funny. Right, how many people have? Good amount. Listen, 4. Assume this is the dick. This chick. Think this chick? Stay away from. No, this one. Retta. Okay, I can head to Darius now. You have talked to.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though. If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well,
man, this dude's giving up a lot of information.
Poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years
Doesn't
ago.
need to know.
It's quite
People are very
awkward to
talkative
talk
in this
about
game.
our families like this, but
Giving up a lot of information.
thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Alright. Time to talk to Dorothy. Finally. Steal all your stuff. Someone's in trouble. Oh god. Thirsty. Ooh, Halloween. Fuck is Theodore? Read this letter, I'll be on a boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. For us, and I can out hills, Transylvania. Okay, a little on the nose. As soon as we're there, I promise I'll get search. Pray for you to survive this epidemic. I know you. Hope I help my exiled. John cannot wait. Country and see our long-awaited revolution. My husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you have wanted me to stand by your side and help you make this clinic of yours, but now that I'm leaving, to be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you were ever in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as you. I am your affectionate sister, Eudora. That's nice of her. Okay, I have a feeling something's about to happen.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3
That
days.
sounds like a
Complaints
vampire
of
name.
dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Oh,
Tried
oh, me
buying,
in there.
borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Gross.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
Ooh, wow.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging.
Dropping frames like crazy right now. That's really bad timing.
Cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Then don't
Time is of
argue
the
with
essence.
me.
We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, God.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal up.
Okay. I'm gonna just pause it there, because all of a sudden I'm dropping a ton of frames. It is just shooting up right now. I'm at about 1200 when I was at 0 about a minute ago. My internet like fucking up or something? Jesus. Okay, it looks like it's maybe stabilizing. Yeah, okay, there we go. I don't know how much you saw. Basically, this guy is choking. There's internal hemorrhaging, so Reed performed a tracheotomy. That's where we're at.
Oh, sorry. There's too much blood.
Are you alright, Doctor?
I can't see.
Uh-oh.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
I don't know. Epinephrine? Is that... Ugh.
A dose of epinephrine.
Yes, Doctor.
God damn, I'm dropping frames again. It is legitimately shooting up. Yeah, dropped frames is just rising non-stop. I'm at about 2,500 now. What the fuck is happening? It is just going up and up. I'm at 3,000 now. Stream's complete. Stream's resumed. Okay. I think it's stable now. But man, they were just dropping. I'm at about 4,000 dropped frames when I was at 0 about 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna let this play out and then I'm just gonna end the stream for now. Clearly it doesn't want to cooperate.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war
you
went?
fucking kidding me?
Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack
How
were
is
the
she
same,
blaming me for this?
indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the
I wonder if
flu
I could have
itself,
saved
Doctor.
them.
Yes.
If I picked like the right options.
I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Dude, just drain the body. We'll be set for blood.
Here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe this? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Oh yeah, the blackmail.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care.
I mean, Swansea trusts Ashbury.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor.
I don't know who to
These
fucking
people
believe
cannot
now.
go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
I want to kill her. Oh, there's a hint I could have gotten. Different speech options. Look, I talked to everyone. And she's a pillar of this community, basically. This district. That have a really bad effect? I would like the XP, but she is doing it for good reasons. Damn it. Damn it. 8 people.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. Okay.